Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. It's a Tuesday. Beautiful day outside once again. They say it's going to get a bit hotter outside, but we'll take the weather while we can get it. After all, it's October in Houston. We know what that means. The weather could be anything. Benjamin Escobar is my co-host. Benji is a weather expert, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but meteorology was going to be Benji's major at one time, and he decided he'd do stand-up comedy instead. Benji, welcome to the show.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Well, one of the reasons why I didn't become a meteorologist is because I'm not handsome enough for TV, but, especially a meteorologist, they all have to be, good looking and everything.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think you got the perfect TV look. You really do.
Thank you. Well,
you got the hair going. It's all in place.
Yeah, it's 2 hours of work in the morning.
Are you in the other studio? Or
I am in the other show. Yeah, I can hear you over there and...
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't know where you were this morning. Sometimes you fool us with the background. Hey, Benji, we want to thank everyone watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here every morning at 10 a.m. Live for your viewing pleasure. And Benji, they can also catch us, the rebroadcast, on HCCTV and in social media as well.
Yeah, like you said, you can find us on social media as Houston Community College District. Not just HCC or Houston Community College, but Houston Community College District. We're on Facebook, YouTube. We're also on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. And like he said, we have our own TV channel where you can catch the rebroadcast at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay. All right, Benji. We've got some guests that are going to be joining us for you in just a few moments. We're going to get them on there. The owners of Mony's Pizzeria. We'll be talking to them in about 10 minutes. So Benji, stick around. You'll be talking to them shortly. But right now we've got Dr. Shantay Grays is joining us. And Dr. Grays is our Vice Chancellor of Student Services. Dr. Grays, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Todd, and thank you for having me again. It felt like I'm second home. I think this is the first time I've been on Up to the Minute this semester.
I know, we got to get you on more often. I know you're very busy, and because you're not only running student services for us, but you're also getting awards right and left, and we want to congratulate you for you've been awarded with. Tell us a bit about this new award, because this is the Aspen Institute Rising President Fellow Award. Very long name, but very meaningful. I know you're currently appearing on the latest episode of The Topic, but go ahead and tell our morning audience exactly this accomplishment and what it means to you.
Well, let me share, Todd. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity yet again to talk a little bit about this exceptional opportunity. The Aspen Rising President's Fellows is a very elite class of individuals from across higher ed throughout the country who are aspiring to community college presidencies. It is an application process. It's a year-long process by which individuals are engaged in mentorship, and we learn from some of the best leaders in higher ed, specifically community colleges, but also from the business sector, what it means to lead an organization and how you are engaging in the strategic vision and planning for setting the direction of leading a community college.
Okay, we apologize for that. We've got our second guest logging in, so we got a few technical difficulties.
No worries.
We'll be getting to our second guest in just a few moments, though. Dr. Grays, let's talk about some of the things you've had to deal with, and we mentioned this on The Topic before, but let's just run through it, shall we? Just for fun. We had something called Hurricane Harvey that came through here. And, while Houston was devastated, it affected Houston Community College because it flooded the whole city. But we were able to rise up out of that. Then we had the pandemic and everything you face with getting the students enrolled and then also getting them online. We were able to get through that. Those are just a few of the challenges. Are you able to take from that and get with your colleagues or your cohorts and tell them, hey, look, this is what we were able to get through at HCC and this is how we did it?
Yeah, and I would say, Todd, Houston is perfectly positioned, whether we like it or not, to be where we are with respect to being a top responder. If any institution has learned how to navigate in inclement and, very challenging weather conditions is HCC and those of us in the Gulf Coast region. I think, one of the values, and certainly when you think back, you reflect on the impact now of Hurricane Ian, right? And all the folks that are in Fort Myers that are going through it in Florida. Having strong leadership, someone who understands how resource deployment is necessary and how collaborative design, when you're thinking about problem solving and approaching, the best interest for students, those types of disasters doesn't happen often, but when they do, boy, have you got to be prepared. And you've got to anticipate all of the things that you can't necessarily anticipate, right? It is, how we're going to deliver instruction. How do we provide broadband access to students who are impacted, who have no power? What do? Do we deploy, our mobile Go trailer and set it up as a Wi-Fi hotspot so that you still create opportunities for students to be engaged in their own learning, right? It is those types of experiences that I think I bring to this fellowship that I'll be able to share. For many of the peers, I expect to learn as much as I expect to contribute. But certainly, I've had my fair share of working in emergency operations and being prepared to think about how we plan to support students despite those circumstances.
One thing I imagine you will be talking to people about in the future is, it's amazing to me is we went through Harvey and we went through the pandemic and we were able to rise through it, but we were also able to use the knowledge to launch something like the Resiliency Center of Excellence that's going to be launched in the next few years. I mean, if you think about that, that's pretty amazing that we are able to take these experiences and then manufacture them into our curriculum to where we can teach others how to get through it as well.
And boy, I mean, how exciting is it, right? When you think about the weather events that are occurring and more frequently now, rising water, swift water rescue, that center is going to be amazing. But not just that, but we think about all of the other programs we offer, EMT, nursing. I mean, there is not a single center of excellence that would not touch the work that we're planning with our resiliency operations, right? And this is, I expect, will be one of the premier programs across the country. The first, in a community college setting, one that is fully equipped with our, fire safety program. We've got a public safety institute with our police department. There is no better opportunity for HCC and specifically for the city of Houston than to have this type of world-class training facility available, right? And become really the engine for training other individuals, both private, public entities on how to prepare for emergency operations and response.
We talked a bit about what you'll be sharing with your cohorts. What are you hoping to learn during your time in the program as well?
I plan to be a sponge. I want to soak up as much as I can. There are some notable leaders, many who have paved the way for so many, particularly women and women of color in higher ed, and understanding how they're leading organizations through change. I'm particularly excited and interested to hear about current presidents, what they're thinking about in terms of serving tomorrow's students. I have often said, and I've said it more so now than ever, if you haven't purchased, a AR device or AI device, you better get with the bandwidth, right? You better get with the program right now, because that is where we're going. And thinking about leading a community college in the time of this metaverse and how that's going to transform student learning is probably the most exciting. I'm really excited to hear what's on the horizon for higher ed, specifically for community colleges, when we think about the impact that we do in the business sector and responding to our local workforce needs.
We noticed a trend in our students, and I believe a few months back, about 60% of our students were still attending classes online, and they seem to enjoy that. Obviously, we see that going into the future. Are those numbers still the same? And do you think we're going to continue this hybrid model and maybe boost it even more as we move forward?
Yeah, I think virtual learning, remote learning is here to stay. We are roughly at about 52% online, for 52% face-to-face, 48% online. the numbers, if I can recall them correctly. So about 50-50, right? And that what that suggests is that students want to learn their way and in a way that's convenient for them. And we've got to be prepared to respond to that. So, this idea that we're going back to fill up all the classrooms at all times is just unimaginable. We've got to be able to offer classes at midnight. We've got to be able to respond to that working parent who has to work during the day, who has to feed their family in the evenings. And then they carve out the last 3 hours of the day to focus on their studies. That's the community college of tomorrow, and that's how we have to be prepared to respond to student needs and demand.
Dr. Shantay Grays, our Vice Chancellor of Student Services, just named the Aspen Institute Rising President Fellowship Program. We appreciate you joining us this morning. I know you're busy. You got a board meeting tomorrow, so pack your lunch and get ready for that.
Thanks a lot, Ty. Thank you all for having me. And good luck. I can't wait to hear more about Mony's Pizza. Have to stop by for lunch.
Yeah, it's close to the district offices, and I hear they got phenomenal pizza. So you're going to stick around. You'll hear from them. Thanks, Dr. Grays. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, we're going to pass things over to Benji. And Benji, you've got a new restaurant in the area you're going to be talking to. Go ahead and take it away, because I want to hear all about this.
Yeah, so now we're moving on to Joseph and Maria Mounis, the co-owners of Mony's Pizzeria, which actually became one of my new favorite pizzerias all over Houston. So thank you for joining us, Joseph and Maria. I think you're muted still. Go ahead. I don't know if you can see the mute button. Can you click on that, please? Be a button there. Let's see. Go ahead and click on the screen there, and then there should be like a mute button, little microphone.
Well, we got a few technical difficulties, folks.
Yeah.
We're working that out right now for you, and we'll get them unmuted. And if you're looking for the button, it's on the bottom left of your screen, and there's a microphone
There we go.
button. There we go.
Yeah, guys.
There.
I got you now. I got you now. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. How are y'all doing today?
We're doing good. We're doing very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Awesome.
much for giving us the opportunity to be here.
Yeah, no problem. So you are new to the scene here, but you're already being held as by the locals and online as like the real deal for your pizza, especially to begin with. Are you a New York Italian family?
Yes, sir. We are New York Italian. We live in Italy, Europe, and moved to New York. And then in 1999, we opened up in Houston, Texas, Italian Kitchen Pizzeria. And this location, it's new location 6 months ago.
Okay, so what was your old kitchen like before? What did you serve? Did you serve the same pizza? Did you serve more Italian traditional dishes?
Yes, sir. Everything. We serve pizza, pasta, salad, pizza rolls, all Italian dishes and everything.
Okay, so now talk about your new menu here at the Mony's Pizzeria. Can you tell us a little bit more about that menu? Any inspirations that you've gotten with any dishes that you serve there?
Yes, sir. We have pizza and we have pasta. We have chicken parmesan pasta, meatball parmesan pasta. We have fettuccine alfredo with shrimp and chicken. We have penne primavera, which is vegetariana.
Okay.
We have plenty of Italian dishes, including Italian salad and dessert. We have plenty Italian dessert. We have lots of Italian dish to offer to our customers.
And so far, I've only tried the pizzas, the salad, and I actually had the wings the other day. I went with my girlfriend out to Mony's, and we had a little bit of everything. And it's just the reason why I took her there was because when people see your giant slice, when you think a giant slice, they don't think, they think a little bigger slice than what a large pizza brings. But your giant slice is humongous. Like you will be just fine eating just the one slice, and it's a great deal as well, and it's very delicious. So I just love the pizza there so much. So I want to share a little bit more about your restaurant here with the audience. Do you do anything besides the restaurant? Do you do like catering? Do you do stuff for events? Because I know we could have some events here at the school where we could
Yes, sir.
some pizza.
Yes, sir. We do catering from 5 to 500 people.
Okay.
The whole menu: pasta, pizza, salad, pizza rolls. We have very, very good quality ingredient, and we use the whole milk grande cheese, the best cheese in the world, and best quality meat quality and everything. We don't use anything to make our Italian food.
And you can taste that, and you can taste it when you're there for to try out your food. So I know. Are you yourself from Italy, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so now with coming to the U.S. now you find all these pizzas out, right? You have like the New York style, then you have your Chicago deep dish, and there's some people who want to say that there's an LA style pizza, which is just full of vegetables and not even with any real cheese, but we can beg to differ that. So is New York style pizza similar to what's offered out in Italy? What could you say about that?
It's similar, especially when you talk about the thin crust, New York style thin crust, which what we do here in Mony's Pizzeria. That's the all over Italy, and to always depend the quality food. We use the best quality in America.
Wow.
And deep dish and all that, it's not everybody like thick crust.
Right.
Few percent. Few like that. Not even 1%.
Very different from what traditional pizza is supposed to be like, right?
Sure. People here in Houston love New York style thin crust.
I do like the New York style. It's just a thinner crust, not too much bread. It's perfect and it's crunchy too. So
and crispy.
You're in Midtown, you're in Midtown, and I know like there's a lot of like the nightlife scene around here and stuff. So how late are you open during the week and on the weekend?
Yes, sir. We open late every day to midnight, and Thursday we open to 2 a.m. late. And Friday and Saturday we open to 3 a.m. So when the bar closes and everybody come to us, eat pizza, drink coffee, and relax a little bit, then they start calling Uber to go home. Late night.
So I want to ask a question for Maria, because I know I've seen her while she's there when we go and buy a pizza or something like that. So how's it been so far opening up your business, this new restaurant that y'all have?
It has been a great experience. We love the people. We love the community. Everybody's been so nice. We love to share our food, our great recipes that we have. We just love the fact that we can be able to serve people, meet people for all different ages, different groups. We love Houston. Houston is a melting pot. We have everything here, and we have the great opportunity to share our talents with everybody. So that's one of the things that we really love.
And like Joseph was saying, you do have a pretty extensive menu here, which is served with a bunch of dishes. Is there any other like type of cuisines that you're serving at the restaurant as well that you would say, or are you just strictly?
We mostly stick to pizzeria and Italian dishes, and we do have our own like specialty drinks that we do. Like smoothies, and we doing some shakes. We're trying to blend in a little bit of everything for everybody. So we want to provide our customers the finest things that we can do. And we want to provide them the freshest ingredients and the best pizza ever. We love to see our repeat customers, and we love to hear, the way they enjoy our food. And you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's about supporting the small businesses that are out here. And like you were saying, Houston is the melting pot. I mean, we're one of the most diverse cities, if not we are the most diverse city in America, which I'm very proud to say. I mean, you could walk down Midtown, like for example, you find a pizzeria, then you find a Chinese restaurant, Vietnamese. It's just you can get a little bit of everything. And there's countries out there that you can't even do that. Like when I go over to El Salvador, for example, where my parents are from, it's very hard to find something that's not, your traditional Salvadorian food. So it's very nice to see that here in Houston, that we just have so many cultures and everything. So thank you so much for sharing all about your restaurant and all your dishes, and thank you for providing Houston with one of the best pizzas, I could say. So we have Joseph and Maria Mounis, the co-owners of Mony's Pizzeria, and we'll have your info on our post after the show. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. You have a wonderful day.
Yeah, you too. We'll see you soon over there because I will be getting the pizza this week.
I'm looking forward.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Benji, great stuff. So let me get this right, Benji. You took your girlfriend to the pizzeria for a date. Is that right?
I did. She was going to a concert with her friends, and she just didn't know where to go out to eat. And I was like, oh, we should hit up the place. I want to show her that pizza. I'm not even going to tell her how big the slice is. Like, I'm telling you, and she's a short girl. She's 4'11", and that pizza to her was just like huge.
Did you like the pizza? Was she all about that?
She loved it. She wants to be back. She wants to go back. So yeah.
So you took her out to dinner, then she went with her friends to a concert.
And she wants a concert without me. But
so you had the dinner shift. You took her out. You took her out to dinner. Then she left you and went to a concert with her friends.
Yes. I was that close to just going to the pizzeria with myself. I should have just been. You go with your friends to eat. I'll go to Mony's Pizzeria.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure I got that right there.
Yeah.
Did I also hear you diss LA pizza? You're apparently never going to move out there, right?
I mean,
not even real cheese. Okay.
Yeah, it's just all vegan cheese, and I don't even know if you can consider it cheese when it's vegan. But
thanks for joining us on Pizza Talk with Benjamin Escobar. All right, we've got and so check out Mony's Pizzeria. We're going to have some information in their social media post. If you go to their Facebook page, they've got a picture of the slice he's talking about. It's huge. It's like the size of a pizza you get at most pizza places. That's just a slice of their pizza. So check that out. All right, I'm looking forward to checking that place out as well, Benji. Okay, let's get to some news and announcements. Shadow Personal Battles, Addiction and Recovery. The fall series of mental health and wellness webinars continue to highlight Carl Jung's theory of individuation and the process of recognizing your innermost uniqueness, which is distinguished from ego-centeredness. This webinar, which will discuss addiction and recovery, is open to our HCC students, faculty, and staff, and it begins 1 to 2 p.m. Wednesday, October the 5th. That is tomorrow, for those of you keeping score. We'll have some more information in our social media post after the show on that. And the Small Business Success Series continues as well, Benji.
Yes, we have the HCC Small Business Success Series starts on October with 10 2-hour Zoom sessions, all for free, thanks to our partnership with Wells Fargo. So thank you to them. That will be done on Tuesdays and Thursdays, October 11th through November the 10th from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. If you want any more info about this, a great program, please check out the post after the show with the link for more details.
All right, get ready for Betachek Orman's prom night. That's coming up October the 28th this year. They're at the West Houston Institute. Now, this is the Betachek Orman auction. It supports professional development opportunities for HCC's faculty. So very good cause. Help them raise some money. And they actually have some very cool stuff that they auction off. They're all dressing like prom from whatever decade that people graduated in. If it's for Benji, it's like last week. But for the rest of it, it's been a few decades. Anyway, we'll have a link on how you can register that in our post after the show. And the Eagle Promise program is back, Benji.
Yeah, so HCC is keeping its promise to help recent high grads earn a degree for free. The HCC Eagle Promise program offers qualifying students money to cover tuition, fees and books each semester. So if you have a high school student out there that you know, or it's one of your kids, I mean, this is definitely a great program to try out. Get some free money.
Yeah, and let me clarify, it's recent high school grads, not just high grads. Anyway, high school grads. All right. Okay. Friday math jams are back. The Friday math jam sessions, which are free study sessions hosted by full-time math department faculty members. They're live virtual tutoring sessions where students can ask questions, get help, improve their study skills, maybe get some homework help. You can definitely get it there. Check in with them. They're on Fridays. It's a jam session. It's online, and we'll have some links in our post on how you can join them. And if you want to register for classes for the fall, well, fall semester, it is started. It's underway. You can still get some credit hours in, but they're going to be very short sessions. Register today. We got 5 ways to learn. 2 of them are online, 2 of them are hybrid, and 1 of them just in person, just for you. And you can go to hccs.edu/apply for all of your registration needs. Okay, tomorrow on the show, we've got someone from our criminal justice law enforcement program. Benji.
Yeah, we have Program Director Clint Galloway. He will be here to tell us what's up with all those departments.
What's up? All right. And we'll also have the Filipino Festival. You like that, huh? Filipino Festival for Family Fun Day and the independent venue. 14 pews we here for Film Friday. Busy week ahead. Benji, thanks for being here. Go get your pizza. And I know you will. I know you guys will. Bring me back some, will you? Thanks to all of you for joining me. I'll be here tomorrow and the rest of the week. We'll see you live, 10 a.m. right here for Up to the Minute.